All right, guys and gals, today you are doing an inquiry lab on area of a triangle. And specifically, we want to know is how you can use the area of a parallelogram to find the area of a triangle. In other words, how is the area of a parallelogram related to the area of a triangle? So we're going to go through investigation 1 to kind of show you. In investigation 1, it says, starting to read here, Yuri starts with a rectangular piece that is 4 inches by 6 inches, similar to the size of an index card. So here's your rectangular index card, which is also a parallelogram. It's 4 inches, 6 inches. Now, to find the area of that, you would just do length times width, or base times height, and let me get my pen ready. The area is 6 inches by 4 inches, which is 24 square inches. That's easy. You probably did that in 3rd grade. But now, how is that related to a triangle? Now, it says, use an index card. You're just going to go with this one. You don't have to actually get one. Draw a diagonal line across your index card from one corner to the other. So I'm going to do that as neat as I can. I'm going to just basically go right there. Then cut across the line, draw the resulting figure in the space below. So I'm basically cutting that in half, and I'm going to have the triangle left, which should look like that. And remember, this height is 4 inches, and this base is 6 inches. Now, I want you to think what the area would be. Like, if you're like, okay, the area of this whole rectangle is 24 inches, and we cut it in half, the area should be half of that. Half of 24 is 12. That would make sense. But here's what I want you to notice. Notice that the height is still 4. That was not affected when we cut it in half. And the base is still 6. So the base and the height stayed the same, yet our area was cut in half. So that's where we're going to get the formula for area of a triangle. And you guys already know this because we've been doing this for a while, which is area is half times the base times the height. Or some people like this version of it better. Area is the base times the height, and then you divide it by 2 because you cut it in half. Now, down at the bottom, it says the area is 24 divided by 2, or 12 square inches. All right, so that's why triangles have the half in the formula, is because the base and the height don't change, but the area is half of a rectangle. Now, on the next page, we'll talk about investigation 2. This time, we're doing a parallelogram that's not a rectangle. It says you can find the area of a triangle from the area of a related parallelogram. So copy the parallelogram shown on grid paper. You do not need to do that. Draw a diagonal as shown by the dashed line. Cut out the parallelogram. The area of the parallelogram is blank square units. So let's talk about that first. We're going to talk about this parallelogram. The bottom of the parallelogram is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. Don't count that one. So we have 8 units on the bottom. And the height, remember, to get the height, we have to go straight up. So I'm going to count here. 1, we're going to do the whole parallelogram. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the height going straight up would be 11. And remember, the height and the base must be perpendicular. So the area of the parallelogram would be 8 times 11 is 88. Now, to find the triangle, notice we cut the parallelogram in half. Yet the triangle is still 11 units high, and it's still 8 units wide. So you would take that 88 and divide it by 2 and get 44 square units. So again, that's just to show you where the half comes in, why we do half times base times height for area of a triangle, because we cut the parallelogram in half. Now, I'm going to work on 1 or 2 of these out of 1, 2, 3, and 4 with you so you know what you're doing, and then we'll have you do the other ones kind of on your own. So in number 1, I'll do that here kind of with you. It says, work with a partner to find the area of each shaded triangle. So this is what we're going to do. For this, we're going to find the length and the width. So we'll find the width and the length. We'll find the area of the rectangle, and then we'll find the area of the triangle. So let's start. The width of our rectangle is, remember, we're doing the whole rectangle, not the triangle, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our length, let me get my pen on. Length is, what was it, 6 high? And the width was 8 high, I believe. So to find the area, you guys would know 6 times 8 is 48 square units, right? Now, if the rectangle is 48 square units, I want to know what the height of the triangle would be, the shaded one. So you know you would have to take that 48 of the rectangle and divide it in half. So the area of the triangle would be 24 square units. So I just did one with you, but now here's what you're going to do. You are going to do problem 2. You'll do that on your own. You'll pause the video and then you restart it. But remember, you need to find the base and the height first of this whole parallelogram. Then find the area of the parallelogram. Base times height will give you the area. Then find the area of the triangle by cutting that area in half. So pause it, restart it when you're done, and check your answer. Go. Okay, so let's see how you did. First, the base of my parallelogram is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. 5 units, so let me zoom in here. I can write 5 down there. And my height has to go straight up. So my height is 1, 2, 3, 4. So for my base and my height, I'm going to have 5 by 4. So to find the area of the parallelogram, it would be 5 times 4 is 20. So the area of the triangle would be half of that because you would cut the parallelogram in half, which would be 10. All right, so you will, if you had that, hopefully you know what you're doing, or if you didn't, you made fix your mistakes, but you need to do 3 and 4 on your own. I will not go over those in the video, but I will check them when you hand your work in. Last page, we're going to talk about 5 through 8 and 9 through 12. So we'll show you how to do here. Uh-oh, Lizzie's hacking on something, so who knows what it is. So in 5, we're going to kind of do the same thing, except there's no graph paper. So it says work with a partner to find the area of the shaded triangle. So here's kind of what we would want you to do in this one. We'd want you to say the area of the whole rectangle would be 6 times 8 is 48. So the area of the triangle would be half of that, which is 24. All right, so here's your job. Find the area of this rectangle, and then the area of the triangle should go here. So pause the video, do 6, and then restart it. Go. All right, let's see how you did. So the area of the whole rectangle would be 14 times 4, which is 56 square meters. Now that's the whole rectangle. Remember, to find the triangle, you would have to then take that 56 and cut it in half. And 56 divided by 2 is 28. So the triangle is 28 square meters. All right, so you are going to do, you'll go back and you'll do 7 and 8 on your own. I won't do those in the video, but I'll be checking those in a little bit. And the last, we're going to go down to 9. And 9 basically is going to be like the ones above, except they're only showing you the triangle. So we're going to basically, it says draw dotted lines to show the parallelogram or rectangle that can be used to find the area of each triangle. Then find the area of the triangle. All right, so let me show you 9. You can do this one with me. In 9, it looks like it's a rectangle because that's a right angle. So if I were to do the whole rectangle, I would draw, oh, it's supposed to be a dotted line there. Now the area of the rectangle would be 10 times 8 is 80. So that means the area of the triangle is half of that, which is 40 square inches. All right, I want you to do 10. Find the area. Remember, draw the dotted lines to kind of make your parallelogram. Find the area of the parallelogram, and then find the area of the triangle. Pause it, restart it when you're done. Go. All right, let's see what you did. So first off, to find the area of this whole parallelogram, you would do base times height, or 9 times 7, and get 63 square yards. Now to find the area of the triangle's area would be half of that. So did you cut 63 in half? Because if you did, you should have 31.5 square yards. All right, and your last thing to do with me is do 11 and 12 on your own. So remember, go back, do 3, 4, 7, 8, 11, 12 before you hand your stuff in, and I'll be checking it over. Thanks, guys and gals.